Hey. Doc speaking. Hope you're feeling good. Quiz time approaches. It's a big teams quiz. Gonna have party, fun. Quiz time approaches. Say hello, be the first to say hello. That automatically makes you a winner. Tell me something. One, two, three, four, five, six. Just testing that the sound is okay. Get that background music nice and into the background. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Yeah, I think it's fairly calm tonight. Hey! Right, welcome to the stream. We're going to start talking about the quiz in 5 minutes' time. In the meantime, we can just chat about anything. Ask me anything. I'm right here. In the quiz chair. With a quiz mic on the quiz YouTube. Ready to give you a big teams quiz. Big battle. It's going to be dead good. Yay! Emily Hall is the first person to say hello. Hello, Emily. How you doing? Tell us where you are, Emily, and anyone else. Tell me where you are. Tell me what you did today. Bit of detail's good. Well, I could tell you I went to the park, and that's okay. But if I tell you I went to the park and I ran a kilometre, that's better. I don't run. I'm not the sort of person who runs, you know what I mean? I'm not in great shape. But I ran 1k. Because me and my daughter were there. St. Helens. Alright. Right, Big Mac. Alright, Ray. Tell us where you are, everybody. I'm just trying to get a bit of detail about people's day before we start talking about the quiz. We've got 4 minutes left. I'm just saying I went to the park today. I'm not the sort of person who runs. Like, I'm not built for running. Maybe I was built for running, but I've kind of ruined that by becoming not a runner. But I went with my daughter to the park, and she said, "How far is it, like, to that goalpost?" I said, "Well, a football pitch is about 100 metres. So you go down there." She says, "I'm going to run there and run back." She says, "I've run 200 metres." And I says, "Yeah." I says, "If you ran down there and back again, and again, and again, and again, and again, that would be 1k. That would be a kilometre." And she says, "Right, let's do it." And I says, "Oh, no." So I did. I had to go to bed for a wee while in the afternoon. As a direct result. Kerry's here in Abbey Hill. Letitia's in Warriston. If you're outside of Edinburgh, you might not know. That's a bit of Edinburgh. So's Abbey Hill. Haydock. Right. Where's Haydock? I know it's famous for a race course, but where is Haydock? I don't even know where Haydock is. Is it in Yorkshire? Is that right? Andrew's in Leeds. I read that comment there. I thought you said I took a cycle to Berwick and back. I thought Leeds to Berwick? No one could do that. But it's Barwick. Planted some radishes in the garden. That's good. It's pretty radishal. Way to spend the afternoon. Haydock's on Merseyside. Alright, so St. Helens and Haydock can't be too far apart. St. Helens is Merseyside, I'm right, yeah. KB Carnick, alright. It's Cannon Mills. That's just out the windy. Turn left. That's Cannon Mills. That's Edinburgh. And you made bread. Look at you, Letitia. You're so locked down. I just planted some radishes, made some bread. I bet you did some yoga as well. I bet you did some origami, made a rainbow, stuff like that. Yeah, St. Helens. I've never been to St. Helens. I don't think I've ever been to Merseyside, full stop. You heard me on Radio Scotland. Excellent. Well, thanks very much. Yeah, I've got a word next to me. I must have a word next to me in there. Contacts thing. Pub quiz. Dr. Paul. Won this guy. I've been on a few times. I'm doing a regular thing on Friday morning on the Stephen Jardine programme, just after 10, all the way through, and then just before midday. It's an actual quiz. And this morning I was just talking about pub quizzes. Right, it's 1 minute to 9. I'm going to start talking about tonight's quiz in 1 minute. Just doing general chat. Not done much, says Kerry. Had a nasty UTI. UT. What's that? For the past week and a half, but it was a fair bit better today. UTI. Don't know. Don't know what that is. Ultimate trumpet incident. Unlikely terrapin infection. Chris and Sarah Lou back for more mayhem. Alright. Urinary tract infection. Jesus Christ. Holy bananas. Well, there's a bombshell. I hope you're okay. I shouldn't laugh. I wondered if it was something like that, UTI, and I thought, nah, can he be? You wouldn't come on YouTube and tell everyone that you've... Oh, that's fantastic. I'd be bishing like a racehorse. It's quite tiring. That's great. What a great point at which to start talking about a quiz. Oh, holy bananas. Good. I'm glad it's getting better now. Right, let's get a background music out of the way. I'm slightly shaken by all that. Right. Here we go. Now I'm talking about the quiz. All right, I need to get rid of the quiz slides. There we go. So, welcome the quiz. This is a big teams quiz. It's a shouty outy. First thing you got to do is to pick a team. There are 3 teams tonight. You have to choose which team you're on. The reigning champion is Ms. Susan Boyle from West Lothian. Subo, also known as. And she was a champion last Thursday night against Sid James and Kenneth Williams, both of Carry On fame. She slaughtered them. Massive win for the Subo. So she's up against 2 new contestants tonight, and they are brand new. Neither of them's been on before. Wolf from the Gladiators and Grotbags from Rod, Hull and Emu's Pink Windmill. A kind of villain, but a hero to many. Much like the Wolf. In fact, Wolf and Grotbags are kind of quite similar characters in a lot of ways. Whereas Subo's like a hero of the people. Right, here cut. So, I'm going to... If you don't know how this works, I'm about to do a load of trivia, and we want to find out who's the cleverest fans, right? Are you a fan of Wolf, are you a fan of Subo, or a fan of Grotbag? So yeah, right now, identify which team you're going to be part of. And when I ask the questions, first to answer gets the points for their team. So, straight away, Kerry's in for Team Grotbags. Lauren's for Grotbags as well. Gordon McCubbing is back. He's on for Team Subo, the reigning champion. Scotland's finest. Probably the greatest singer that's ever lived. Never mind the greatest singer from Blackburn, West Lothian. Wolf for Carl. Who else we got? Wolf, Gladiator, Loyal. Yeah. Chris and Sarah Lou were playing for Team Jet the other week. And Jet was great. But now it's Wolf's turn. Did I tell you about the time I met Jet? I'm sure I did. I met Jet and Shadow. It was great. I still need to get a photograph. Put it on one of these streams. Right. Okay, what we got? Grotbags, Subo, Wolf, Subo, Wolf, Grotbags. Is brilliant. Loads of people for the different teams. That's what we want. We want the contestants fairly evenly split out. By the way, if you want more people on your team, which does help, then quickly share the quiz. I'm not going to start questions for another 2 minutes. So you've got 2 minutes to share the quiz. I need your help. So share it to your social media. Tell people about it. I'm going to do it myself. Look. Look, there's the URL. See, I'm going to put it there. So you can grab that URL and do what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here, go to my own Facebook, and just paste it. And say, look, starting now, grot bags and Wolf are the challengers. Okay, see if that brings a few more people in. So, hey, yeah, any kind of help I get off you that way, that's most welcome. Thank you very much. It's early days here in the world of online quizzing for former pub quiz masters who don't have an income anymore. But try to build things up, you know. So we are going to start when I hit 6 minutes past, because it was 4 minutes past and I said I'll give you 2 minutes. So get them shares out there. It really, really helps, all of that stuff. Because it's one thing coming from me, but if it comes from you to your friends, then they believe it more, you know what I mean? Just tell them it's great. Tell them it's the best quiz ever. I think there's quite a lot of people going for grot bags. Mind you, there's quite a lot of people going for Wolf. I wonder if Susan Boyle is going to suffer between those two incredible characters. We're going to find out very soon. So, in fact, we've hit 6 minutes past, so let's do it. The house rules are no Tories and no racists, okay? And no podiatry. I was doing this earlier. I was thinking about typing no pedantry, and somehow it came out podiatry, and I thought, I'll just keep that. It's good. I don't want anybody doing podiatry when we try to do the quiz. So the rules are, I think you understand, I'm going to ask questions, quiz questions. We're going to find out who's the smartest fans. So you shout out your team name and the answer. Comment with team name. The team names tonight are fixed. Don't use variants, all right? So if your team Grotbags, you type Grot and then the answer. If your team Subo, you type Subo and then the answer. Wolf, Wolf. So that's the 3 words. Grot, Subo, Wolf. They're all 4 letters, so it's nice and fair. So if you think, you know, the answer was Marmalade Skies, you would say Wolf, Marmalade Skies. If you put the right answer but no team name, then you don't get points, okay? You got to put a team name on. Loving them thumbs ups. Okay, let's go. Sponsor, don't have a sponsor tonight. Let's get on with it. So round 1. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Just before we start asking questions, I'll just show you the scoreboard. So there we are. Grot Bags, Subo and Wolf. Subo has 2 points because she's the winner and she's been here before. So she's got 2 points start. If any team captain has been here before, to get a 2 point start. But neither Wolf nor Grot Bags have been on. So Subo begins the quiz with an advantage. But we'll see how long that lasts. Right, you ready? I've got my eyes on the chat. Remember, I'll tell you one more thing. The first answer I see is the right answer. Like on the order of my thing. Sometimes it puts them up in different orders on your YouTube compared to my YouTube. But my order is the correct order. So make sure it says live chat. There's 2 options, top chat and live chat. Try and make sure it says live chat. You've got a better chance of seeing it. Anyway, that's the blah, blah, blah. Let's get on with the quiz. Okay, here we go. So remember, shout out your team name and the answer. Here we go. First question tonight is about animated film. This first round is just 5 quick questions just to get us going. So, question 1. Complete the title of this 2004 film. Scooby-Doo 2... What? Scooby-Doo 2... something. Or something something. 2 words, actually. Looking for You is not correct, Chris. That's the first answer I've seen come up. For Team Wolf. He was in there first, but not the right answer. Where Are You? No. Monsters Unleashed. Trigger 1874 has drawn first blood for Team Wolf. Fantastic. And Wolf is in the game. Thanks to Trigger 1874. Yeah. It's Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed there. It looks terrible. What? Scooby-Doo 2 Big in the Habit? Nah. Right, so well done to Trigger, 1874, getting the first question tonight. Keep an eye on who's scoring the points for your team, because we'll vote for an MVP, most valuable player, at the end of this quiz. Okay, so second question is about USA, United States of America. What is the capital of New York State? It's that simple. Simple geography question. What is the capital of New York State? Remember to comment with your team name. We got Massachusetts, Long Island, Newark, New York City. No. Boston, no. Albany is correct, and it's Sasa K, who lives in New York City, but she knows that the capital is Albany. That's the right answer. And Sasa is playing for Team Subo. So it's 2 points to Subo. I will show you the scoreboard at the end of each round. Yeah, quite often with the US state capitals, it's not the biggest city. It's somewhere else. Not every time, but fairly often. Right, well done to Sasa K. Author, question number 3. What was the name of the writer of 50 Shades of Grey? Yeah, you got to know your state capitals, Sasa. If you're living in the USA, you kind of have to know them. They check them. They come round and check you every few months just to make sure you know them. And if you don't, they deport you, even if you are American. E.L. James is correct. Chris Cotter, or Sarah Lou, is straight in there. Let me just check that's right. Yep, for Team Wolf. E.L. James, that's what she looks like. She looks like $1 million, because that's what she got. Or probably $100 million or something. Gets silly once you get past your first million, doesn't it? So 2 points for Team Wolf. 3 questions so far. 3 different answerers. This is good stuff. Okay, 2 more questions in this round. Number 4, space. Which planet, it says planets, it's planet, singular, in our solar system is the hottest with a surface temperature of 462 degrees centigrade? It's not Mercury. Westerosi Ninja is here, but it's not Mercury. It's Venus. And Muzz has got it for Team Grotbags. All right. Yeah, it's Venus. Mercury's nearer the sun, for sure. But because Venus has got that cloud cover around it, it just cooks. 462 degrees, man. You could make tablet at that temperature. Nah, you don't put tablet in the oven, do you? What am I talking about? I'm talking about nothing. Right, okay. Let's see. Muzz for Team Grotbags was fantastic. That means all the teams have scored now. And got 1 question left in the game. In the first round, rather. Here we go. Oh, yeah. What name is shared by a major US film studio and the space shuttle, which blew up in 2003? Both got the same name. What is the name of both of those things? The space shuttle that blew up in 2003. And yeah, that's right. We got a right answer from Raymond Hogg for Team Subo. It's Columbia is correct. There she is. Always quite fancied the Columbia lady. Just like the way she's just, you know, she's quite cool. And that was Raymond Hogg for Team Subo. So that's fantastic. I'll add those points into the Megalatrizer. And I'm going to show you the scores. So, I'm going to show you the scores as they were before the round. Susan Ball had that 2-point lead. I will now refresh the scoreboard and we'll see what it looks like. So, a great start. I think it might be a close one tonight, which is going to be great. Wolf is on 4 points. Subo is on 4 points. Grotbag's off the mark on 2. So there's absolutely nothing between the teams at the moment. A great start for everybody. I'm just going to turn the scores off. Got one more little question. Not quite part of this round, but it's just an extra 1 point, okay? And for the bonus point, can you tell me, pardon me, which of the previous 5 answers connects to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? That's the 5 answers there. And why? Don't just say the answer, say why. So which of the 5 answers relates to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and why? Columbia is the film studio. You know, it might be. I actually don't know. So you might be right, but it's not the one I've got. Kerry's saying Venus Botticelli. Venus, Michelangelo. Yeah, Venus is by Botticelli. Venus is actually the right answer, but why? It wasn't by Michelangelo, and it was by Botticelli, but Botticelli's not a turtle. So the first person to say why is Venus will get the point. Or has that stumped you? Is Botticelli not one of them? Nah, it's, what is it? Michelangelo, Leonardo, Raphael, and the other one, but it's not Botticelli. Yeah, that's it. Letitia's got it. Venus is the female ninja turtle. Yeah, that's right. So in one of the later versions of the turtles, they had a female turtle called Venus. So you get 1 point for that. Letitia, and that's for Team Grotbags. All right. Now, tell you what. Who said Columbia, and that's the film studio? I'm going to check that, because if you're right, I'm going to give you a point, because that's actually right. See, this is trouble with a last-minute question like that. I can't think of the angles. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film. Let me have a little look. Don't want to do anybody out of points, you know what I mean? Right, feature films. Let's check it out. So, there's been 6 films. I'll look at the first one, right? It's production companies. Nah. 888 Productions, Golden Harvest, Limelight Entertainment. None of those are Columbia. So, good guess, but no. So that's a point for Grotbags. Well done, Letitia. And I will show you the scoreboard very briefly, just to show you that difference. There we go. So it really, really is close. What's Andrew saying? Read a great article in the Turtles today. The turtle suits were radio controlled, and they filmed near an Air Force base. Whenever a plane landed nearby, the suits malfunctioned. Fantastic. Beautiful. Ah, Donatello. That was the one I couldn't remember. Yeah. Anyone else love the Vanilla Ice Ninja rap from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2? That's Sasa's K question hanging in the air. Let's move on to the next round. I promise to try and get you finished by 10 o'clock. That's great. Radio-controlled suits that just failed when a plane took off. It's a good job it wasn't the other way around, and that every time the turtles acted, a plane blew up, you know? Could have been messy. Right, puzzle round. 3 points for each answer here. The first one is an anagram, and it is the title of a song. So remember to shout out your team name and the answer. What is this song? Have a wee shot at that. What do you think? Unscramble those letters. Give yourself... my hair's a mess. How's my hair? Is it alright? It's okay. It's not too bad. Alright. Name of a song. Don't think this is tremendously easy. But as soon as I say that, Paul Thompson comes blazing in with the right answer. For Team Grotbags, Away in a Manger. It's a song you've all sung, probably. Chris Cotter Collective was just behind for Team Wolf, but Paul Thompson got it first for Team Grotbags. So it's 3 points for the Green Witch, who made Rod Hull's life hell year after year. Okay. With her naughty magic. Right. Oh, yeah. It's a song. I didn't do it, so there's a little gap, but there you go. Go for it. Pictogram. I was calling these rebuses, but someone was saying, it's not really a rebus. Beetlejuice is not right. It's a 1997 hit. Certainly top 10. Might have been number 1, actually. Beetlebum is correct. Stephen Fricker for Team Grotbags, who have really got into gear. Team Grotbags are starting to cook, starting to make a potion. 3 points. It is Beetlebum. That was by Blur. I think it was number 1. I can't remember, but anyway. Love that Blur album. I don't really know Blur by albums, just know their songs, or some of their songs. Good song, Beetlebum. Always liked Blur better than Oasis. Oasis are tedious, man. Right. Cryptic one. This song is another song, and it's from 1999. So this is like kind of like a crossword clue. A lack of hospital outfits. What's that? Straight in there. A new name to me, Zaski. Got it for Team Subo. No Scrubs is the right answer. It's TLC. No Scrubs. These are on sharp form tonight. Well done, Zaski. And that's for Team Subo. That was good because Team Grotbags were on a bit of a run there. No Scrubs. Where rich young pop star women literally sing about how they won't go out with a guy who can't afford a car. Alright. Alright. No. Didn't they want to go out with you anyway? Musically, I like TLC, but that song just rubs me up the wrong way, you know? Having a go at guys who get a bus. I get a bus. Get to. Right. Conundrum. It's like an anagram, but you're trying to get a normal English word rather than a song title or anything like that. So, what is the only English language 9-letter word you can get out of this? Icy antler. Alright, unscramble that. What is the only English language 9-letter word you can get with those? Remember to shout out with your team name. Chris Cotter on the ball again for Team Wolf. Certainly is the right answer. Oh, this is great. The points are getting proper spread out amongst the teams. It's going to be good tonight. It's going to be nice and close. It's going to go down to the last question. I hope so anyway. Yeah, that's right. Well done, Chris Cotter or Sarah Lou. Lou's good in the chat. Wolf, certainly. Grot, certainly. Go Team Wolf. All right, let's check it out. Let's get scores on after that. Sound round's coming up, but just in the meantime, I will show you the scores. How we doing? That was before the round. This is the score now. Grotbags in the lead. She's a green witch. She's in the lead. She casts magic spells on children who live in pink windmills. She's evil, but slightly attractive in a strange way. Chris Cotter Collective going out the door now. All right. Subo is on 7. Wolf's on 7. It's super close. This might be one of our closest quizzes for a little while. So, time for the sound round. I'm going to get these on so I can hear what I'm doing. Crop bags, yeah, the only person that actually scare emu. Whoa, crop bags. Right. I can still hear that little bit of background music tootling away in the background. I'll get rid of that. Get onto the audio round and get ready here. Right, okay. So the first one in tonight's sound round is an artist. I'm going to play what I'm calling a 1 second wonder. It's a mix of 1 second clips of songs by one artist. So name the artist. You ready? Here comes... Oops, going to turn it up a bit so you can hear it. Here comes the 1 second wonder. Who is this?
Mr. Grown Up. Mr. Grown Up. Joy runs through.
Yeah, we got it. We've got it. It is David Bowie. A couple of you went for Billy Joel first, but the first person to get it right was Lauren Thompson for Team Grotbags. It is David Bowie. Or Bowie, however you like to say it. Very good. Nice work. Lauren, I think I've turned it up now. Kerry, I think it started off quiet. I think I managed to remember to turn up the thing. Just in time. More or less. Okay. Let's do the second one, right. I was a wee bit disorganised today. I had a stressful day. Not a stressful day. Just running in the park. Oh, what I'm thinking. Right. Second one is another artist, and it is someone being played at half speed. So who is this? Nope. Yay! Zazki again for Team Subo. It's Kelly Clarkson. You're making me laugh. Coming up with Rolling Stones and Oasis. Nah. None of that old crap. It's Kelly Clarkson. Yeah! Well done, Zazki. 2 points for Team Subo. Well done, Zazki. I'll put those in there. It's Because of You. Probably the greatest song ever written. It's Kelly Crap, says Sasa. Sasa don't like no Kelly Clarkson. But seriously, see if you play that tune in the pub. You know, at normal speed. Folk go nuts. Folk love that. Right. Next one is language. What is the language here? Nope, nope. I'm getting your answers here. No, I don't think anyone's got it right so far. Dutch, Albanian, German, Korean, Hungarian, Israeli, Spanish, Portuguese, Spanish, Danish. Spanish is the closest so far, but that's not correct. I'm going to play it again. We have an answer. We've got it. We got it. It's Catalan. Andrew Armstrong's got it right for Team Subo. It's Catalan. That is the 2009 entry in the Eurovision for Andorra. And they sung the verses in Catalan and the choruses, yeah, in English. So there you go. It was called La Treva Decisio, which means Get a Life, by Susanna Georgi. 2009 Eurovision. So that was Andrew, wasn't it? Oh, no, hang on. No. Oh, look, you know what happened? Raymond got it first, but didn't say a team name. Ah! So the first person to say it with a team name was Andrew Armstrong from Team Subo. Yes! So that's 2 points for Subo. Because that's the rules. Yeah, you did get it first, Raymond, but you never put a team name. But you're on Team Subo anyway. Ah, it all worked out for the best. Right, okay. Let's see what happens next. Oh, no, don't be sorry. I mean, it's up to you. It's fine. It's harsh, but that's the rules. I keep the rules, you know. Okay, number 4 is not music. It is dialogue from a film. Name this film. It's a 1970s film.
And Alvy, and then I told her about how I didn't think you'd ever really take me seriously because you don't think that I'm smart enough.
Why do you always bring that up? Oh, because I encourage you to take adult education courses? I think it's a wonderful thing. You meet wonderful, interesting professors.
And Alvy, and then I told her about how I didn't think you'd ever really take me seriously because you don't think that I'm
And we have an answer. It's Andrew Armstrong doing it again. For Team Subo, it is Annie Hall. That's the right answer. It's Diane Keaton and the nonce. So Annie Hall is correct. That's 2 points for Team Subo, who are getting into gear. Come on, Team Wolf. Need to pick this up a little bit. What we got? We got one more thing. Oh, here we go. Felicia is saying something that came out before I was born. You know what, Felicia? That's no excuse for not hearing or something. You know, like you know what I was watching the other day. I was watching Cabaret. That came out just before I was born, right? What else? Oh yeah, Elvis Presley. I know some of his records. They were before I was born. World War II. I heard of that. That's before I was born. Jesus Christ was before I was born, and I've still heard of him. So it's not an excuse. Okay. Oh, you knew, Felicia. Sorry, I don't mean to have a go at you. Try to be funny. Right. You type your team name in the answer. That's how it works. Okay, right. So the last one is an interview, and it's a voice. What is the name of the actress being interviewed here?
Right. Then what became of it?
What became of it was it was like making these kind of horrible lumps and going numb. So I was rubbing it, you know, like they tell you to massage things out, and rubbing it and rubbing it. I go to the doctor and I'm like, it's numb, and I keep rubbing it. He's like, well, let's take an X-ray, and there's like 4 nail heads sticking up, tips, like, you know, because that's what they have to do. But so you know, I was rubbing it, trying to rub it out, but I was rubbing my skin into these nails. I know, it's
right.
Okay, so no correct answers so far. We've got Goldie Hawn, Meryl Streep, Scarlett Johansson. Was that what ScarJo was supposed to be? Right, let's see. Jennifer Lawrence, Blake Lively, Gwyneth Paltrow, Jennifer Hudson, Juliette Lewis, Theron, Charlize, Scarlett Johansson, Jennifer Lawrence, Demi Moore, Goldie Hawn, Angelina Jolie. No one's got it yet. I'll give you another listen.
Then what became of it?
What became of it was it was like making these kind of horrible lumps and going numb. So I was rubbing it, you know, like they tell you to massage things out, and rubbing it and rubbing it. I go to the doctor and I'm like, it's numb, and I keep rubbing it. He's like, well, let's take an X-ray, and there's like 4 nail heads sticking up, tips, like, you know, because that's what they have to do. But so you know, I was rubbing it, trying to rub it out, but I was rubbing my skin into these nails. I know, it's
right. Then
okay, so Gwyneth Paltrow, Megan Fox, Lindsay Lohan, Julianne Moore, Hilary Swank, Megan Fox, Ellen Page, Hilary Burton, Betty White, Brittany Murphy, Anna Faris, Courtney Cox, Michelle Pfeiffer, Jennifer Aniston, Kate Hudson. All incorrect. Drew Barrymore, no. Halle Berry, Lorna Dern. Uma Thurman, we got one. Yay! Kirsty Johnson has got it right for Team Grotbags. It is Uma Thurman. I thought I was going to have to get into the clues. And you know what? You just beat Raymond Hogg, and Raymond was just behind you. He had Uma Thurman as well. But Kirsty gets the points for Team Grotbags. Well done, Kirsty. All right. So I'll add those on. It was Uma, says Sasa. Didn't sound like her. Well, we all have days like that. Aye, well done, Kirsty. See, that's Raymond saying that. Raymond just got beaten to the punch by you, and he's saying well done. That's because Raymond's a good guy. You see, this is what we like. Okay, let's get the scores on. Try and remember to turn them off again after I've shown you them. But that was before the round, the audio round. This is after the audio round. Wow, look at that. Head to head to head. Grotbags, devastating evil dance witch versus Subo from West Lothian. Neck and neck, right out in front. A wolf lurking behind like a predator. Right, let's get rid of the scores. Let's get the next round on. Let's see what's going on. It's just after 9:30. Wolf looking like an injured fox. Well, you never write off the wolf, you know. He's in the forest. He's in the trees. He's coming. That's a PayPal link. If you want to give me any money for this, very grateful. You can do the quiz for nothing. That's absolutely okay. I present the quiz to you for nothing. But if you think it's worth £1 or £2 to keep your old pal Dr. Paul alive, because this is what I'm doing for a living, then I'd be delighted to get a tip off you. There you go. That's the link. I'll tell you again at the end. Let's get on with it. So round 4 is the picture round. 5 pictures, 5 questions. Same rules as... I can take this off. Same rules as before. Shout out the answer with your team name, Raymond. First one to get it right gets the points. Here we go. Right, where is this city? What's the name of this city? Bit of a hellhole. But where is it? A bit of a mysterious and misery. Nah, not San Francisco. Nah, it's worse than Dundee. It's Aberdeen. Nick S has got it for Team Subo. Yay! You know the funny thing about that? That's a colour photograph. That's what Aberdeen looks like. 2 points for Team Subo. Courtesy of Nick S. Well done, Nick. Okay, let's move on. The Granite City, it's called. All the buildings are made out of this grey stone called granite, and it just is black. It's a black and white city. It's a monochrome toon. Here we go. Who is the statue? This is a permanent statue. Who does it represent? That's question number 2. Who is she? Simone Biles. No. I'd never heard of Simone Biles, and 2 if you got that went for Simone Biles straight away. So I'll be interested to find out who she is. Lady Gaga, Tinkerbell, Olga Korbut, Madonna, Jennifer Lopez, Black Swan, Madonna, Olga Korbut, Eva Perón. No, none of these people. I thought you would get this straight away, actually. Our Lady of High Heels and Lingerie. Well, I'm sure she's been described as that, but that's not her name. Nadia Comaneci. Nah, she's not a gymnast of any type. Michelle Kwan. I feel like I know that name, but I can't remember who it is. Moira Shearer, Lisa. Kylie Minogue. Got it. Nice one. Muzz. I got it for Grotbags. It's Kylie Minogue. It's a statue somewhere in Australia. I believe it's in Melbourne. I'm not sure. But it's your old pal Kylie Minogue. There she is. I'm sure she's delighted with that. Well done to Muzz. Getting it for Team Grotbags. Let me add that on. Good one. I like those questions where people... So who was that first person that 2 of you said straight away? Simone Biles. Who's Simone Biles? Let me look up. Simone Biles. is an American artistic gymnast. Well, how about that? Okay, right, let's move on. Number 3. This is a good one. What is represented by the collection of coloured lines in this photograph? Have a look at the lines. What do they represent? They've been kind of drawn onto that photograph. This is a great photograph. I love this. So, what do those coloured lines represent? Yeah, Alana's here. She got it straight away. It's the tube map. That's right. For Team Wolf. Yeah, it's the London Underground. So someone's taken a picture out of a plane of central London and they've drawn on where the tube lines go, which is great. Absolutely fantastic. And well done to Alana, who got that first for Team Wolf. Dare you do battle against the wolf? You know he runs a gym now in New Zealand and he's got no hair. Number 4. That is London Underground, right? Number 4. Okay. What year was this famous sculpture created? The year ends in a 0. What year was that famous sculpture created? By a guy called Robert Indiana. 1970 is correct, and it's Muzz. Again, Muzz is having a good quiz tonight. 1970 is the correct answer. Brilliant. Well done, Muzz. Put those points in. It became a kind of symbol of the USA from 60s to 70s. Quite hippie, you know. They even made a stamp, a US stamp, out of that sculpture. Excellent, good answer. Right, we got one more in the picture round. Oh, this is all right. This is good. The World Boxing Association, okay? WBO, and they got 3 words on the logo, which is like a slogan or a motto. What are any of the 3 words? 2 points for each of these, actually, so 6 available. You don't have to get them all. We're going to give 2 points for each one that is correct. Well, look at that. Chris Cotter has got them. He's got them all in one go. I thought you might have a bit of a guess at this, but you know them. Dignity, democracy, and hang on, what's the last one? Yeah, you did get it. Honesty. Yeah, that's it. So you get 6 points for that, and that was for Team Wolf. Holy cow. That's like the contender was miles ahead and then got stuck in the travelator, and then Wolf caught him up eventually after wheezing across the balance beam, and then whack, got him in the travelator. Wolf is the best. 6 points. Well, I made that. I should have made it 1 point each. Should have made it 3 points, but I said it up front. So, because I didn't think anybody would know it, I thought you'd have different guesses. I'd be putting points here and there and everywhere. Brilliant. Well done, Chris Cotter, the collective, the CCC. Right. It's time for a look at the scores. We've got 2 rounds to go. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. Right, I've got to remember how to do this. There we go. Go over here, put the scores on, and then refresh them. Here we go. Shit. Look. Grotbags is winning this, but it is razor close. Super action. Dignity, democracy, and honesty are also the words of Team Subo, says John H. You know what? You're getting some electronic bagpipes tomorrow, Muzz, to make your fingers go faster. Electronic bagpipes. Is that a thing? What? You can play bagpipes but have headphones? That's a big step forward for Scotland. Okay, let's get rid of these scores. It's going to be really close. We know that. Right, 5 points for the next one. This could swing things the way of one of the teams. It's one question, but I need you to put 5 answers in one comment. All right, so you got to put your team name and then 5 answers, all in the same comment. If you get 1 or 2 right answers, I'll ignore it. If you get 5 right answers and no team name, I'll ignore it. You got to be the first to have your team name and 5 answers, right? I think I've made that clear. Let's do it. I'll show you the question. The rapid fire 5. So 1 comment, 5 answers. I've said all this. Animals that start with the letter S. For example, snake. You can't use the example, and it's got to be 5 different things. So I think somebody will get this fairly quickly. 5 animals that start with the letter S. Emily's in there first, but you've included snake in your answers, and I said you cannot use the example. Letitia H is right afterwards. The spider, shark, slug, sloth, and seahorse. That's 5 out of 5. That's good. And it's for Team Grot Bags. 5 points. 4 Team Grot Bags. Just at a very good time to get 5 points. By Letitia. Got some cracking animals coming in. Scorpion, shark, sea lion. Seals. I love seals. Seals are the best. Oh yeah, that was I knew that one would go quickly. That was a rapido situation. Not a pedo situation, just a rapido situation. Right, okay. Quick look at the scores. What has that done? Letitia's answer puts Grot Bags into suddenly a bit of a lead. All right, 7 points now over Scotland's greatest ever singer and England's greatest ever gladiator. Okay. Scores off, and is it time for the ultra round already? I think it is. I think we're already arrived at the ultra round. Yeah, it is. Whoa. Right, beware the ultra round. This is where it all happens now. Scores are relatively close. Grot Bags have got a bit of an advantage. This round, there are 10 questions. First question is worth 1 point. Second question is worth 2 points. You're getting this. Third one is worth 3 points, and so on, up to 10 points for the last question. So, 55 points is available. Felicia is saying grot bag is a word we used in Rhode Island in the USA. Is that where it comes from? No. Grot bags is from England, and she was alive for 700 years, which was before America was invented. So it came from Central Television, based in Birmingham. Our Birmingham, not Birmingham, Alabama. You know what I mean? Right. The ultra round. Here we go. So remember. Team name and answer. These, it might not necessarily work this way for you, but it's supposed to start easy and get harder. So let's see if that works out. So you ready? Here we go. This is it. The ultra round. We are about to find tonight's winner. Literature for 1 point. Actually, not that easy. Which English Victorian author's novels include Far from the Madding Crowd and Tess of the D'Urbervilles? Hardy, that's right, yeah. I'll take a surname for that one. And that's for Team Subo. It's Andrew Armstrong. Now, Andrew Armstrong gambled there and gave me a surname only. And for questions like that, I'll take surname only. That's okay. That's Thomas Hardy is the right answer. I should probably specify every time whether I'm looking for a first name or... I think I might have specified there, but I didn't specify, so I'll take Hardy. No problem. Right. First blood in the ultra round for Team Subo. Well done, Andrew Armstrong. Okay, question number 2 for 2 points. Lou Bega covers. Which children's TV character had a #1 hit in 2001 with Mambo #5? The first 4 Mambos weren't that great, but #5, absolute belter. Postman Pat? No! Bob the Builder? Yes! Frickadinho! Mr. Stephen Fricker gets it for Team Grot Bags. Coming on. It was Bob the Builder. A little bit of Jessica makes me mad. A little bit of you know what I mean. The trumpet. Okay. 3 points. Designers. Victoria Beckham, but what's her maiden name? What is Victoria Beckham's maiden name? I don't know if that's still PC. Do you still say maiden name, or do you say original name or something like that? Sounds a bit old-fashioned. Posh. Nah, it wasn't Posh. Adams is correct. Zazki gets another answer for not the first time tonight. I think it's your third answer tonight, Zazki. For Team Subo. It is Adams. That's correct. Yes. I'll add that on. There we go. Okay. Remember to look out for who your MVP is, everybody. Well done, Zazki. Okay, 4 points. Game shows. Which BBC game show has been presented in different eras by Mel and Sue, Jim Davidson, Larry Grayson, and Bruce Forsyth? The greatest. Which game show is that? Somebody will know this straight away. It's just a case of... oh, look, someone got it wrong. Felicia got it wrong, went for the chase. No, that's a quiz show, not a game show. And then Paul Thompson gets it right for Team Grot Bags. Generation Game is correct. And he's taking another little risk there going for a Gen Game, but it shows that he knows the answer, so I'll take that. So 4 points for Paul Thompson for Grot Bags. Come on, Team Wolf. You're in danger of getting left out here. Russia for 5 points. What is the modern name of the Russian city that used to be Stalingrad? I'll check that, Raymond. I'll check it in a second, but let's get this one first. Moscow, no. St. Petersburg, no. Kaliningrad, no. Valingrad, no. Leningrad, no. Volgograd. Nah. Volgograd. Robert Fallon scored, but no team name. Ah! Volgograd. Team Wolf, Chris Cotter. Yes. All right. Now, a couple of things happened there. KB Karnak for Team Subo went for Volvograd, like the Swedish car. That's pretty close. And sometimes I let people away with typos, but I thought, right, maybe you think it is that. I'll hold out for a proper answer there. Then Robert Fallon got it, Volgograd, but no team name. And then straight after that, Chris Cotter got it right for Team Wolf. So Team Wolf got the 5 points in the end there. Woof. And Robert Fallon was Team Wolf anyway, so that all worked out for the best again. Excellent. 5 points for the Wolf. Okay. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. Rock. That's rock music. Which rock band's playlist included songs titled Fireball and Space Truckin'? Deep Purple. Westerosi Ninja. Straight in there. Fantastic. For Team Wolf. Woohoo! Look at that. The wolf was lurking in the trees. The wolf was never that far from the kill. Yeah, Deep Purple is correct. Great band, great songs. Let me just check. That was the right thing. Yep. Westerosi Ninja got it. Fantastic. Right. By the way, Raymond was challenging me on, what was it you were challenging on? You said you got something first. Just take a wee look back. Was it the Generation Game? Oh, hell. Raymond, tell me what it was you thought you got earlier. I'll go to the next question in the meantime. But Raymond, tell me which one you thought you got earlier. Okay. The 2 seconds of the wolf. Right. 7 points now. Airports. Which jazz musician is New Orleans Airport named after? No Islands. No Islands. I don't even know how you do a New Orleans accent. I've been to New Orleans. Terrific place. Doesn't matter. Generation game, you're saying. Right, okay. Louis Armstrong. That's right. Andrew Armstrong for Team Subo, who will not lie down. Team Subo. 7 points. Now we're into the, you're saying generation game. Right, now I know what it is, Raymond. I'll just quickly go and check, right, because I don't want to finish off the quiz, then go back and find out that it was all a lie. Nah, I can confirm that Paul Thompson got that first for Team Grotbags. Yeah, I was watching that. I mean, I'm watching these pretty closely, and there's not too mad tonight. There's only 40-odd people in. By the way, there's 40-odd people in, but there's only 13 likes. Remember to like the quiz, folks, because that helps as well. Right. Just wanted to get that out of the way before we get into the last 3 questions here. 8 points, 9 points, and 10 points to come. Here we go. Yep, I put that in for Subo. Right, okay. Just checking. I don't want to get this wrong, especially when it's so close. Okay. 8 is an Olympics question. In which sport at the Olympics does the outstanding competitor win the Val Barker Trophy? All right, the Val Barker Trophy goes to the outstanding competitor in which sport? So every 4 years at the Olympics. Curling, no. Tennis, decathlon, discus, no. Weightlifting, no. It's a Summer Olympic sport, and there's lots of different categories. Judo is a good guess, but not right. And then Chris Cotter for Team Wolf gets it right. It is boxing. Boxing is right. Val Barker Trophy, named after a boxer from the 19th century. And that means 8 points for the Wolf. Right, it's going to be super close. We've got 2 questions to go. Anybody can win. Come on. 9 points. Science. In chemistry, an amalgam always includes which metal element? So for something to be called an amalgam, it's got to include what? That's a question for 9 points. Iron, no. Silver, no. Lead, no. Space, Curry. Yeah, Mercury, you mean. That's right. Gareth Foley for Team Grotbags. 9 points for the Grotbags, just as they were going quiet as well. Right. I'll tell you what, there's 1 question to go, and I genuinely don't have any idea who's winning or not. Mercury was the right answer. So this 10-point question could well decide it. I don't actually know, because I'd put the points in over there, and then I see the refresh when you see the refresh. So your guess is as good as mine. I don't know where we are. I think any team can win this. It comes down to the 10-point question. Let's have a look. The category here is another one, bites the dust. In Shakespeare's Hamlet, how does Ophelia die? What is the cause of death? Stabbed? No. Quite a few people do get stabbed, but not Ophelia. Poison? Nah, people do get poisoned, but not Ophelia. Andrew Armstrong has got it. She drowns. Yeah. She kills herself and she drowns. Andrew Armstrong gets 10 points for Team Subo. Now, that could be it. That could be it. Holy shenanigans. Let's check it out. Let's go over to the scoreboard and get it on. Now, I'll get the scoreboard will show you the scores before the round. That was before the round. Grotbags held a lead over Subo and Wolf. But the questions have been asked. And I will now refresh it. Here we go. I'm going to find out exactly the same time as you do. Oh! Whoa! By 1 point! Grotbags! Grotbags! Na 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 na. Grotbags! Oh! Actually, if I'd had to put money down before that refresh, I thought that 10 points in the end would have done it for Team Subo. But they had a bit of a quiet couple of rounds in the middle of the quiz. Grot Bags was consistent all the way through. I'm just looking back over the scoreboard. Grot Bags all the way! Britain's most popular overweight green witch. Subo demands rematch for all teams. Aye, Subo will be back. No doubt about it. And didn't Wolf do well? Wolf was on for the first time. And a mercurial performance from Team Wolf. Up and down. A couple of times of being quiet. That was the thing. Team Grotbags kept on getting answers all the way through. That was great. That was good. That's probably my favourite one so far. 1 point right on the last thing. I mean, we had a tie before. That was even closer technically, but this one just seemed more even all the way through. John H demands an official inquest. All right, here it goes. Yeah, it's fine. Just had a look at the scores. Rematch on Thursday. Well, it's winner stays on, and I do this twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday. So Grotbags will be back on Thursday night. Who she's going to be up against, I don't know. I don't know if I would bring Subo back straight away, unless Team Subo demand it. Americans would demand a recount. Well, we have a habit of doing that as well, you know. We have recounts at our elections as well. And usually it's like, nah, the Tory won. Bad luck. Vote for an MVP, please. Who was the MVP? I mean, the thing about Team Grotbags, I think it was pretty much spread out through the team. Did you pick a bunch of new team captains yet, Dr. Paul? Well, I have a list of potentials. To be honest, I make up my mind on the day. Thank you, John H. That is nice. It looks almost white on screen, but it's kind of powder blue, you know. Oh, God, that was exhausting. That was exhilarating, exhausting, and death-defying, and, you know, arousing and pleasant. Gareth Foley got the most points for us? Really? Paul Thompson for MVP. Was Paul Thompson on Grotbags? Brigham Rod Hull? Nah. Nah. Rod Hull? Nah. I don't feel it. Aye, Blobby. I might bring Blobby would be a good opponent for Grotbags. Yeah. Blobby's been up once before, and he actually nearly won. I think it might be time to bring Blobby back. I like to bring one back and have one new one as well, and obviously the champion. Although tonight was different. Grotbags was new and Wolf was new as well. Yeah, Saskia MVP. Was she on Team Grotbags? Saskia had a couple of answers there. Right, MVP votes Paul Thompson, Gareth Foley, Saskia, Muzz, Chris Cotter. Oh, KB Karnak. He's got the salt out. Team Subo, we would have won on Volvograd if you'd allowed me to typo V. It's below G on my keyboard. Yes, well, T is above G. And I wouldn't have taken Voltagrad either. Nah, I tried to explain that when you put it up. I do take typos, right? If I'm sure that the person definitely knows. Now, I looked at your one. I did think about it at the time, and I thought, nah, they might have in their mind that it is Volvograd, right? So I'm sorry, because sometimes I do take typos, and I did think about it. I try to be as fair as I possibly can. And I thought, nah, I'm going to hang out for a right answer here. Grot MVP Muzz. I do like a bit of controversy. Muzz or Sasuke. I think Sasuke was in a different team, so I'm going to give it to Muzz. Muzz is the MVP. Muzz, you are the MVP. Isn't Paul Thompson in... Oh, no, he's in Grot Bags as well. Well, hang on a second. Sorry. I thought Paul Thompson was a different team, but he's in Team Grot Bags, right? Nah, sorry, Muzz. Paul Thompson got more votes, and I think he got quite a lot of right answers as well. I know you did as well. But Paul Thompson is the MVP. If he's still here. Tell me you're still here, Paul, and we'll do your prize. If anyone feels that was worth £1 or £2 to me for the nerve-shredding, heart-stretching entertainment, then I would be delighted to get £1 off you, or £2. Or something similar. So I'm going to put my link, my PayPal link in there one more time. Thanks. Muzz says I'd give it to Paul too. Right, aye, good. Thanks, Muzz. I mean, you had a good quiz. You were knocking him out, but Paul Thompson is a regular superstar in these things. Right. Paul, let's see if we can win you £100,000. Just getting this camera up so I can see what I'm doing. Right, there we go. £100,000. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. It's a scratch card, right? So, thank you, CCC. I've got a scratch card. I'm going to scratch it for you. And if you win, I'll send you the money myself. Okay? I'll go around the shop, pick up the £100,000, and I'll ship it to you in an envelope in cash. Okay? So, you might not need to go to work tomorrow. Yeah, I know. Let's check it out. So, this scratch card is got 2 bits. It's got a bit along the bottom and a bit at the top. The top's the more traditional bit, so I'll do the bottom bit first because the bottom bit's more tedious. And they call it the bonus game. You've got to find a diamond symbol. Did you know my name's Paul Diamond? So that's kind of appropriate. Now, I've scratched off the totals first. There's £20, £10, £50, £10, £2, but one of them's got to have a Ooh! You're a winner! Look. Paul, you have already won, and we haven't even done the top game. Right there, it's a diamond symbol and £2, so that means you've won £2. Let's see what's on the top half of the card. Imagine you won £100,002. That'd be good. To be honest, Sass, I see your comment there. I think you're better off without them. I think you definitely spend more money on them than you win. Right. So the top game is more traditional. You have to match 3 amounts. And the first 3 amounts in the first column are £50, £1, and £10. Let's see what's in the next column. For Paul Thompson, MVP! And let's face it, whoa, there's £100,000 came out. Next one is a tenner. So you've now got 2 tenors. This could be good. And there's a £2. So the only matching amounts you got so far after 2 columns is 2 tenors. Come on. Here we go. 3rd column. First one is a £1. So now you've got 2 £1. The next one is a 50. So now you've got one number to go, and you've got 2 £1, 2 tenors, and 2 50s. All right, that's where we're sitting at. So I'm going to scratch this last one. If it's a £1 or a tenner or a 50, then you win that amount. Everyone think 50. Let's use collective consciousness. 50. Scratch. Oh, yeah, bastard. It's 100,000. So, you've won £2. I'll send you this. You send me your address and I'll send you the card, right? And you can go to the local shop and pick up £2. Maybe get some milk, something like that. Oh, shit. It's my great dream that one day somebody's going to win a large amount of money on these one of these things for being the MVP. Although then, if that happened tonight and Muzz had a few votes and I'd already said Muzz, then I'd changed my mind, then Muzz would be raging. Bloody hell. Fantastic quiz. Please will you keep... I'll keep doing the quiz. The big teams quiz is not as busy as my other quizzes. But it's good fun, isn't it? I like it. Please tell other people about it. I can't keep doing this on the numbers I'm getting at the moment. But I'm going to give it a little while to try and get numbers up. So, if you donate, I love that. But if you don't donate, then please consider just sharing the quiz or liking the quiz and especially subscribing. All right? Paul, you don't have to do that. Keep the £2, please, he says. That's very nice of you. Thanks. All right. I'll send you it if you want. But send me your address if you want a card. Aye, Sweetums. Yeah, thanks very much. Congratulations, Paul from Sweetums. Yeah. No work tomorrow then, Paul, says Gareth. That's it, you've cracked it. Life of luxury. I'm all right, Kerry. Thanks for asking. You know, I used to be. I said earlier on I wasn't built for running. I was built for running. I used to be a bit of a runner, but that's about 30 years ago, and I'm not in the right shape for it now. But I quite enjoyed it. I was amazed that I was actually able to keep going for 1 kilometre. I know all you guys do stuff like 5Ks before breakfast and all that shit, but for me, running 1,000 metres was quite a serious undertaking. Thank you, Mr. Fricker. Yeah, thanks, Raymond. Aye, my head will be up my arse once there's like 20,000 people on and I'm getting enough money to actually pay for things. But I would run too if someone was chasing me with a gun, said John H. You know what? Even that I don't think would motivate me too much. Yeah, thank you, Sasuke. Thanks very much. Yeah, do come again. The big teams quiz, which is this format, is every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 o'clock. And Grot Bags will be back on Thursday. Don't know who she's going to play against. I'll decide that on Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I do a different format, which is Wee Teams, which is a more traditional pub quiz, and that's more popular, to be honest. I think people don't like it if they can't. Thank you, KB Karnak. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing them because it's basically this or going picking fruit near Perth, and I'm getting a bit old for that. I would do it if it came down to it. Emma Donovan, no sarcasm. I used to live in Edinburgh. I love Scotland. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Alana. Yeah. Used to live in Edinburgh, love Scotland. Where do you live now, Emma? In the Wee Teams one, do you have to fill out a form? Nah, you don't have to do anything. You just get a pen and a bit of paper. That's it. The thing is, I call it Wee Teams because this is the big teams. There's 3 big teams, yeah. But the Wee Teams is like a normal pub quiz. So what people do is they get in touch with their friends via Zoom or WhatsApp or FaceTime or Skype or whatever they're using, and they talk to each other. And instead of shouting out answers, instead of question after question, I do a whole round of questions. Teams decide what they're going to put, and then I give the answers, and then people mark themselves. All right. So there's no prize for coming first, but everyone keeps their score, and I get people to upload their scores at the end of the quiz, and I make a league table. It's very nice. I put it on Dr. Ball Facebook. It's dead good. You don't need to register. You don't need to do anything. You just need a bit of paper. I have a link where you can download a proper score sheet, but it's completely optional. A pen and a bit of paper does just fine. And I'm doing that at 7 o'clock on YouTube and 9 o'clock on Facebook. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Thank you, Jan. Thank you. Yeah, the wee teams is great. I mean, it's all about honesty, but the thing is, there's no prize for coming first. So there's no, you know, if you were going to cheat, there'd be absolutely no point. The only thing you would get is your name at the top of the list. But, you know, kind of so what, you know what I mean? Like a couple of the quizzes I've got sponsors for, so I have prizes, but I don't use coming first as a way to decide the prize. Like tomorrow night, I've got a sponsor, which is James the Baker, who delivers the bread all around Edinburgh, which is the bread, the loaf. But here in Edinburgh, we call it the bread. And he's a fantastic baker, and he gives away 4 loaves of high-quality bread. So that's the 7 o'clock quiz on a Wednesday. I'm looking for a few more sponsors. Now I've got my schedule sorted out. Now I can approach sponsors. So the more sponsors I get, the more prizes I can give away. It's better. Let's see what you're saying. Oh, it's 10:15. Sasa says that the health app on my phone says today I've taken 9 steps total. Oh man. I suddenly feel incredible about myself. 9 steps. Even if I went for a pee and then got a cup of tea and then came back in here, that'd be more than 9 steps. Mind you, the USA's like behind us time-wise, so it's only 5 o'clock at Sasa's place, so she's still got a few hours in which to make up those steps. Thank you, Nick S. Yeah, good. Glad you enjoyed it. It's good fun, the big teams quiz. It's a bit loose, you know. But that was great. A 1-point victory for Team Grotbags. I've got a victory screen. Let's get rid of the scores and get onto the victory screen. I've got a victory screen for each of the winners, so didn't need the tiebreaker. The winner? There she is. That's her just after she ate emu or something. Thanks, Andrew. Oh, I see. It'd be 19 steps if I took the phone with me to the bathroom. Right. So you could have done 50,000 steps. It's a rather imperfect situation, isn't it, if you have to take your phone everywhere? Andrew says, let's make it a cricket test, a 5-day match. Living in Yorkshire, cricket is growing on me. I've always quite liked cricket. I like the fact... Now, what some of the folk outside the UK might not realise is that because I'm Scottish, then we're supposed to hate cricket, right? We're supposed to be, we're supposed to dislike things that are English and, you know, to use an old-fashioned word, poofy, of which cricket is in that category, supposedly. But, and I grew up in a house where you were supposed to think that. But then, started watching it sometimes when I was, well, first year university, actually. It was summer. And there was this test match on, England versus somebody test match. Now, I watched the whole thing, you know, and it was great. It was really good. I love the fact that the English have invented a sport that takes 5 days and then can be a draw. That's great. Sasa says, oh hell yeah, I'm about to do a kickboxing video. Jesus Christ. It's all about, what's the word, bipolar at your place, innit? Sasa. I don't do a single lick of exercise all day and then suddenly do kickboxing. Yeah, fit, but I can't go with all that measured stuff. I had just want to feel good. I don't know, you know, like people post on Facebook all their Strava runs and stuff like that. That's fine. That's up to them, but I can't all that writing down numbers and stuff. I'm too busy, you know. That's a shit excuse, isn't it? That's why I'm fat, because I make stupid excuses like that. That was the first time you've done the big teams quiz, Raymond. Right. You like it? Excellent. My Fitbit yelled at me. I mean, that's the thing. Who would buy a technological thing that actually... Right. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. Who would buy a device that actually gives you a hard time? Good night, Paul. I didn't get up till about 11 a.m. anyway. Insomnia's kicking my butt. Yeah, I had to get back into it this morning. I'd been going to bed at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. But I had to be on the radio this morning. So I had to be awake. So I got to bed at the super early time of 1 a.m. last night. Raymond, I'll leave that up to you as to which one's on the screen here. Let's see if I can pull the face. Working Thursday, I have to be a wee teams next time. Yeah, and I do the... yeah, I do actually miss In Persons Club. It's Fruki from Fife. Let's do a quiz Dr. Ball thing just for 5 minutes, right? I've got another prize. I'll give another scratch card to the person who comes up with the best quiz question for me in the next 10 minutes or so. I'll just hang on till 10:30. So ask me a quiz question. I've got a bit of paper here and I'm going to write down answers. Ask me your best quiz question. Actually, I haven't done this for a couple of weeks. It's good fun. So, Fruki. I'm saying Fruki to Missing Persons Club. Because I remember it. And I remember it being a big deal. A Scottish cricket team had won the cricket against all these English teams. Correct. Excellent. Right, 2 points for me. I'll play till I get 10 points. So anybody else who's still here, ask me a quiz question. And I'll try and answer them. Uh-oh. Raymond says, got a belter of a Scottish football one for you. That usually means it's an awful quiz question. See, when guys come up to me in the pub and they go, oh, got a great question for you. You'll never get this. And it's like, right, okay. That's why it's not a great question, because I won't get it. But try. You never know. I get slightly creeped out by all that technology stuff like Fitbits, and it's like, you know, I feel like I'm being measured and tracked the whole time. I don't know why anyone... I was saying last night, I don't know why anyone has that Alexa. Right, so here comes Raymond. Right, Hearts played Stuttgart in 1990 at Tynecastle. Sean Dundee scored for Stuttgart. Yep. So is there a question, or is... I don't get it. Like... Hearts played Stuttgart in 1990 at Tynecastle. Sean Dundee scored for Stuttgart. So, is Sean Dundee playing for Stuttgart, or is it an own goal? Because Sean Dundee sounds more like a British name or a Scottish name. But Stuttgart are obviously German. But it's 1990, so it's perfectly possible for British people to be playing for... So you could ask when Dundee scored against Hearts in the UEFA Cup. I see. Right, okay. Gotcha. I'll think about it. It's a bit niche. Most of the people that come to me don't really know or care about football, although I have been doing a Scottish football quiz, so I'll write that down. That'll go in that. Dundee scored against UEFA. Against Hearts. Stuttgart. UEFA. Yeah, that'd be all right for the actual football quiz. Right, let's have a look. Sasuke, okay, never mind. Got this one. Put this one out before bed. It's a numbers one. The number of elected Scottish First Ministers, what? Multiplied by the number of living former British Prime Ministers times the number of regional governments in the UK. What the fuck are you talking about, Sasuke? The number of elected Scottish First Ministers, what, like ever or currently? What do you mean? The number of living former British Prime Ministers. Okay, let's have a think about that. John Major is still alive. I think before John Major, none of them are alive. Then they're all dead. Callaghan, Thatcher, Heath, all that business. So John Major's still alive. Tony Blair's obviously still alive and still denying his involvement in the war crimes. Gordon Brown's still alive, last time I heard. And old Porkface is still alive. So that's 4 of them. Oh no, hang on. We've got, what do you call it? May as well. So 5 former Prime Ministers, 5 former UK Prime Ministers. Ever not allowed to just say Nicola. Right, so First Ministers. Why have you put the word elected in there? Because surely they're all elected. There was Donald Dewar, there was Henry McLeish, there was the other guy that no one liked. What's his name? Jack something. Then Christ, I don't even know. Who was before Sturgeon? Who was the First Minister before Sturgeon? Was it Salmond? Was he the First Minister? Or was he down at Westminster? I can't mind. 5. I'll say 5. So 5 times 5 times the number of regional governments in the UK. Well, Wales, Northern Ireland, Scotland. So 5 times 5 is 25 times 3. 75. Right, what have we got? It's not. It's a little bit tortuous, Raymond, but no, I mean you've summed it up in the last bit. You summed up when did Dundee score against Hearts in the UEFA Cup? That's quite good. I've got to try and make it like kind of easy to get as well. You know what I mean? I'll work on it, but it's a good fact. Right. Trigger is saying, who was the first man to unsuccessfully cash in money at the bank? I don't understand the question. McConnell, that's the guy I couldn't think of. And Salmond. So is that it? Dewar, McLeish, Connell, Salmond, Sturgeon. 5. So if so, I think I might have got that question right. You're the only person who's ever got that right. Hey, Saskia, all right. Cooking. The only Prime Minister in the last 100 years not to go to university. Well, is it Ramsay MacDonald? Andrew. Sorry, I thought you were a wrestling fan. I appreciate the art of wrestling. I appreciate the glamour of it all, but I've never been the sort of person who sat and watched it. Alright, you put WWE. I saw that, but I didn't understand what it was. Who was the first man to unsuccessfully cash in money at the bank? Don't know. John says, check out Crowdpur. It's on my list. It's on my list of things to do, John. To have a real-time scoring system for your YouTube trivia game. For YouTube as well, yeah? Interesting. I didn't know Crowdpur. I'm not quite sure what Crowdpur is. I saw some Quizmasters talking about it. And I have put it on my list of things to do, which is to go and see what it is. I didn't realise it worked with YouTube. That's interesting. Missing Person Club says, which Scottish international football team manager has the most international caps as a player? God, there's been so many Scottish football managers. Could be Bertie Votes. Could be Gordon Strachan. Strachan got a whole bunch of games in the 80s for Scotland. He was always playing. I think Bertie Votes had quite a good career with West Germany. I don't think Craig Levein got too many games for Scotland. Or maybe he did and I just didn't notice. I'll go for Bertie Votes. Right, Robert Fallon, first celebrity to publicly withdraw money from an auto teller. 1967. That's Reg Varney. Somebody just Raymond just mentioned that. Yeah. Oh, I got Bertie Votes right. A beauty. That's a cracker. Sasa hit me with the US state capital questions. You're saying, name a US state with a capital city that is also a city in the USA. I mentioned Birmingham, Alabama earlier, but I don't think Birmingham is the capital of Alabama. Or maybe it is. Is it not Montgomery in Alabama? There's a part of Wales that's called Montgomery. Let's have a think. I'll have a think about that one. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's not the capital. It's Montgomery. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Let's see. What's Andrew saying? MacDonald is technically correct, although he studied at Birkbeck. Yeah, this is the thing. I just happened to be reading about Ramsay MacDonald the other day, Andrew, because I was writing a question for my Radio Scotland quiz. And I read that he was the first or the only for a century or something like that to not go to university because he grew up on a farm in Lossiemouth. But then it goes into the Wikipedia, starts reading about him, and then read about that at Birkbeck College. And I was like, well, did he go to university or did he not? So it's obviously some sort of college, but it's not technically a university. So, but I didn't know about John Major. I didn't know that. So that's good knowledge. MacDonald is technically correct. I'll give myself 2 points for that. I'm getting some quite good ones tonight that I'm not 100% sure of and still getting them. Did Carol Baskin kill her husband? Don't know. All right, so there's more than one Sasa. Right, okay, that probably makes it a bit easier. Let's think of the British part of the USA, which is like the northeast. They call it New England. So I'd be amazed if there wasn't an Albany in Britain, but I can't think of one. What about places like Virginia? Richmond. Southwest London has got a part called Richmond. Richmond, Virginia. Is that right? There's a few I can think of that I'm sure are definitely British cities. Richmond is correct. Yeah, Richmond's kind of thought of as part of London, but it's like it's got its own council and stuff like that, I think. There's a couple that aren't the East Coast. I mean, there's Hartford, Connecticut, and there's a place in England called Hartford, but you spell it slightly differently, which is Hertford. Right, thanks, Missing Person Club. Thanks for coming. Thanks for doing the quiz. Thanks for the question as well. Thanks for reminding me of the majesty of Fruki. Stamford. I don't think Stamford... I don't think Stamford's a state capital, though, is it? Connecticut. That's Hartford, Connecticut. Yeah, right, okay. I can't think. Where's Stamford in the UK? I can't. Well, there's Stamford Bridge, which is a town in Yorkshire, or Stamford Bridge, football ground in London. Stamford is about 1 hour north of New York City. Yeah, but where's Stam? I'm trying to think. Where's Stamford in the UK? Where's the British Stamford? You know, it's time to have a quick look at Wikipedia, isn't it? Let's have a look. Stamford. There we go. There's a Stamford in Lincolnshire. I went through Lincolnshire last year. It's right at the south end of Lincolnshire. 19,000 people live there, so it's not very big. Of course, Boston, yes. Yeah, Boston is the state capital of Massachusetts, yeah. And that's also in Lincolnshire, actually. Now, Boston is the capital of Massachusetts. It's one of the US state capitals where it is the well-known city. You know, like a lot of US state capitals are the less well-known city. Boston, of course. Duh. I should have got that one. Yeah, there's no capital in New England because New England is a collection of states, Raymond. So there's a bunch of states in the Northeast. Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. I think that's it. And collectively known as New England. Of course, Newport, Rhode Island. Is that right? Is that right? Like, there's different Newports across the UK. There's a Newport in Wales. There's a Newport right down the south coast, isn't there? Is that really the reason why the less well-known cities are state capitals, Sasa? Because it was easier to build there. Yeah, Providence. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Right, who had the best question so far? I'm up to 8 points. Yeah, there's loads of cities that are UK cities. I mean, I know there's a Falkirk in North Dakota. The USA has several Aberdeens. One day, I went round YouTube Street View looking at American Aberdeens to see if they were as depressing as the Scottish Aberdeen. Turns out some of them are even more depressing than the Scottish Aberdeen. Yeah, I think Rhode Island is the smallest state. Raymond, I'm pretty sure that's the case. Do you want me to name more? Yeah, give me the other state capitals. I'll give myself 2 points because I got Richmond, yeah. All right. Okay, you're tied. Yeah, I mean, there's basically every town in the UK. I thought you meant more state capitals. Dover, Delaware, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's, I think you can take just about any town or city you could think of in the UK, and you would find one in the USA with the same name because the people went over there from the old world to the new world and they called it, I mean, New York was named after York, you know. Most famous city of all. Like, for example, if I take a small Scottish city like Motherwell, put that into Wikipedia. For other uses, see Motherwell disambiguation. So there's a Motherwell in Canada and a Motherwell in South Africa. There's actually not one in the USA, according to this. Let's try another one. Let's try Dundee. I bet there's a Dundee, USA. Gotta be. Dundee disambiguation. Let's have a look. Look at this. Oh, yes. That's fantastic. I'm going to cut and paste that. copy and paste that into the chat. There's hundreds of Dundees. Literally millions. Well, about 20. So, alright, I've got too many characters. It only allows 200 characters. I'll just read them out. Dundee, Alabama. Dundee, Florida. Dundee, Illinois. Dundee, Indiana. Dundee, Iowa. Dundee, Kansas. Kentucky, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Nebraska. New York. Ohio. Oklahoma. Oregon, Texas, Virginia, Wisconsin. All those places have a Dundee of their own. That's great. Yeah, the Dundee scored against the Hearts. And Edinburgh and a Midlothian in Texas, I believe. I think I noticed that when I was in Texas. I'm sure I remember. It's a long time ago now. It's nearly 20 years ago. I was in Texas. But I seem to remember that. Maybe I'm making that up. I don't know. Yeah, I had a question about Angelo Dundee in the quiz not too long ago. Dundee, Iowa. That's got to be the worst place in the world, isn't it? Let's go and have a look. Just before we go, it's actually quite good because I want to experiment with showing what do you call it? Other windows. So if I go into Google Maps and I get Dundee, Iowa in the search, and then if I come back to OBS and turn on Firefox, get rid of the PowerPoint and get rid of, oh, there we go. So that's me on Edinburgh there. Just make it a little bit smaller. And I'll do the search. So Dundee, Iowa. Wow, look at that. You see it? Maybe I've got to make it a little bit. Oops. Sometimes not the easiest to move this thing around. Oh, I know why it is, because I've got right. Never mind that just now. Let's go and get a bit of street view. Let's go downtown. So you got North Centre Street. Centre Street looks like the main street. Let's go to the main street of in fact it's the only one that's got street view. Dundee, Iowa. So when they drove through there, they couldn't be bothered even driving the Google truck up 3rd Street, 4th Street, 5th Street. So let's have a look at Centre Street. Let's check it out. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. That's it. Dundee, Iowa. Holy shit. Look. That's where you get killed. That's where you get burned. And then you get put into that truck and driven to the waste facility. And no one will ever know. Because it's 75,000 miles from any kind of law enforcement. Look, there's the US flag. Just to remind you what country you're in. Because in case you forgot while you were driving through Iowa, there's a propane tank. There it is. What a place. Dundee. Where are you from? I'm from Dundee. Dundee, Iowa. Holy shit. Right, okay. We flew out of Dallas, Fort Worth the day before 9/11. Love Texas, bit of Raj now. Yeah, I wasn't really selling it, was I? Lancing, I've never heard of Lancing, UK. There'll be loads of places that have got small places in the UK and loads of places that are well known in the UK that are got a small place. Oops. See, that's what's happening. Now you can see the back end of YouTube there. Just turn that off. Different topic, says John. Fun town names from my home state include Slaughterville. Slap out, like that. Bushy Head, IXL, Cookie Town, Frogville, Hooker, Gay and Straight. No, really? Gay and Straight. Right. I guess the game now is to guess what state you're from. Let's have a look. Slaughterville, Slapout, Bushy Head, IXL, Cookie Town, Frogville, Hooker, Gay and Straight. I don't know. Louisiana? IXL? Yeah, like Hooker, Gay and Straight are funny, but then IXL? That's weird. I'm saying close. All right. Mississippi. Texas. Oklahoma. Sass is moving to Cookie Town. I watched a great clip the other day of Cookie Monster, and he's no right. Talking about Sesame Street. Oklahoma. All right. Gay from Gay, Oklahoma. We got to go to Gay, Oklahoma on the Street View. Let's get that back on. Let's go and check a look. Get rid of grot bags for a minute. Okay. So, let's go back here and search for Gay, Oklahoma. Oh, man. Oof. Doesn't look like there's much there. And there is Street View, though. Okay, let's go to this junction here. Oh, God. Holy shit. This looks worse than Dundee, Alabama. Dundee, Iowa. Dundee, Iowa suddenly looks alright. Oh, man. See, I've put Gay, Oklahoma, but it's coming up as Hugo, Oklahoma. It really is just in the middle of nowhere. Looks like the bit just after you get past Pennycook. Look at that. That's someone's house. Shit, man. Very terrifying stuff. Right, let's zoom out. I want to see where in the state Gay is. Well, that's Gay. Let's go to Straight. Let's check out Straight, Oklahoma, and see which is better. Settle the argument once for all. Right. This place has got a school. So, it looks like, I mean, you would expect this, wouldn't you? Straight is getting better funding than Gay. Oh, look, there's no Street View. See, I thought everywhere in America would have Street View. But I guess it's such a big country. There's a highway. I'll put it on the highway. The highway's got Street View. Highway 7. Or has it? Oh, God, look at that. Look, the roads are just grids. It just goes on forever and ever. Highway 24. That's it. That's Oklahoma. Straight. Damn straight. Oh, man. Oh, God. I'm sure it's great fun living there, but it gives me the heebie-jeebies just looking at it, you know. You're just so far away from things. Kind of no wonder they're not afraid of the COVIDs, you know, because they're like, well, we're in the middle of nowhere. No one can get us. Let's turn that off. Why are you not searching for Cookie Town? Let's play Where's Waldo and try and spot John H in the Google Maps. Yeah, let's just check Cookie Town. Last search, alright. I'm going to go and have a cookie myself, maybe. Or biscuit, as they are properly called. But I know what you mean. So, let's put Firefox back on and let's go to Cookie Town. Cookie. Me like Cookie Town. Here we go, Cookie Town, Oklahoma. Right. We've got Street View. Yes, we do. Look, it's a crossroad between Highway 281 and Road 5A. Let's see what they got in Cookie Town. Oh, look, it's the same shit. Oh, there's the church. That's where all the bad things happen. Oh, Lord of mercy. Look at this place. It's so flat. And it's just nothing going on. It's like Norfolk, but if Norfolk was the size of Europe. You ever been to Norfolk? It's pretty flat. Let's check out this church. Union Valley Baptist Church. That's a Baptist church. There's a little bell. Ding ding. There's 2 crosses, so you don't mistake it for the Jews or anything like that. Quite like that little bell tower thing. Actually looks kind of pleasant and welcoming, that actual building. But the whole landscape is just so empty. Look at that, you can fill up the screen with the road. It's just road. Well, well, well. There you go. A little journey to Oklahoma to finish off the night. But Grot Bags is the winner. That's the bottom line. Yeah, it's the only building. God, it's church, Cletus. Cookie Town. Yeah, they give cookies instead of wafers at communion. Do your promise. Don't be good Christian for a week. Oh man. Cookie Monster. Sasuke says in Florida, I spent a great deal of my childhood in a town called Chattahoochee. Nah, you didn't. That's made up. It's not a place called Chattahoochee. Well, that was nice. A little journey into a different part of the world. See? Spend a lot of money on travel. Did you scoff the whole chorizo in one go? No, I didn't. I had it in 2 parts. I had a little bit last night, not very much. But I had the bulk of it today. After I come back from a run, and I was exhausted. I back from my run. That's as if I went out to have a run. I didn't. I just went to the park with my daughter, and we ended up doing a run. We had a football, kicking a football about. But I had maybe about 3/4 of it this afternoon. It was fucking great. If you don't know what Raymond's talking about, it was a bit of a sausage mishap last night. You know what I mean? I was thinking about doing that as part of the quiz, actually. Doing a bit of street view. You know, I just go to a place. I think I can set it up so you don't see the writing. I'll go to a place and then you've got to try it. It might work for the big teams quiz. Although I'd have to, I don't know how, I'll work it out, but it'd be quite good. Kind of got to guess where I am, you know? Nah. All right, you're asking Sasa. Alan Jackson. Never heard of Alan Jackson. Sounds great. All right. Right, Bing Bong. It is. In fact, it's nearly 11 o'clock. I've been sitting here chatting about nothing for all this time. So thanks for being here. Thanks for coming to the quiz. Hopefully see you on Thursday. Have a good night. Thanks, Raymond. Thanks, Sasa. Thanks, John. Thanks, everybody else who's still here. You got to hear that song immediately. Right, Chattahoochee. That's the first thing I'm gonna do when I turn this stream off. I'm gonna go and look up Way Down Yonder on the Chattahoochee by Alan Jackson. Maybe I'll learn something too. Thanks, John. Good night. See you later.